Yeah, you always come around acting like you need a break. Let me hold something, like I ain't got my own stakes. Always playing victim, but the mirror's out of focus. I see through the games, man, your excuses are bogus. You wanna play the blame game? So let me school you quick. It's about to climb. While you running, I'm shining, man, I'm taking my time. World's got its struggles, but I'm paving my way. Quit the victim act, get up and slay. But check it, while I'm hustling and grinding every day, you sitting on the sidelines, wishing life would change. Talking about the world's against you, but look at your moves. No effort, no hustle, just waiting for my dues. You ain't on my level, this is hard truth. So let me school you quick, it's about to climb. While you running, I'm shining, man, I'm taking my time. World's got its struggles, but I'm paving my way. Quit the victim act, get up and slay. You ain't on my level, this is hard truth. So let me school you quick, it's about to climb. While you running, I'm shining, man, I'm taking my time. World's got its struggles, but I'm paving my way. Quit the victim act, get up and slay. No more holds for you, my patience is thin. Keep your hands to yourself, time to let the real win.
Let them die, let them go, I'm breaking the chains. You wanted my help, but you can't stand the pain. Tough love's a lesson, but you call it disrespect. I'm done with your games, man, I'm taking my respect. It ain't my job to save you, you gotta learn your lane. So walk on by and let them learn the hard way. I'm not feeling guilty, I'm winning today. You had your chances, but now you're out of time. I'm rising above while you pay for your crime. You need me, but I'm just a mirror reflecting the truth, but your vision ain't clear. You say you don't need me, but you know that I'm right. While I'm paving my path, I'm focused on my light. Let them burn, watch them fall, this is their fight. So walk on by and let them learn the hard way. I'm not feeling guilty, I'm winning today. You had your chances, but now you're out of time. I'm rising above while you pay for your crime. You let them burn, watch them fall, this is their fight. So walk on by and let them learn the hard way. I'm not feeling guilty, I'm winning today. You had your chances, but now you're out of time. I'm rising above while you pay for your crime. It's my season to shine. No more looking back, I built my own throne, now I'm on the right track. Season to shine. No more looking back, I built my own throne, now I'm on the right track. So walk on by, let them learn the hard way. I'm not feeling guilty, I'm winning today. You had your chances, but now you're out of time. I'm rising above while you pay for your crime. It's my season to shine. No more looking back, no more looking back. I built my own the right track. It's my season to shine. No more looking back, no more looking back, no more looking back. I'm on the right track. It's my season to shine. Coach Ralph, tough as nails, no disguise. Pushing limits, yeah, he's that kind of guy. At first it's harsh, the rules feel like chains, but trust the process, there's sunshine in the rains. He cracks the whip, but it's all in love. Results shining bright like stars above. Tech Coach Ralph, you light the way. Through sweat and tears, you help us play. With every lesson, we find our might. From morning grind to the stars at night. Days turn to weeks, skills sharp and fast. What once was a struggle now feels like a blast. Step by step, we rise and we glow. With Ralph in our corner, we're ready to show. Singing his praises, can't keep it inside. From hard ass to hero, he's our pride. Tech Coach Ralph, you light the way. Through sweat and tears, you help us play. With every lesson, we find our might. From morning grind to the stars at night. So here's to Ralph, the coach we need in this game of growth. He plants the seed. So here's to Ralph, the coach we need in this game of growth. He plants the seed.
Welcome back to another Thursday night episode of Software Explorations. We're going to be continuing to work on our Urban Dictionary of Economic Data. I am Tech Coach Ralph. We are engineered to win. How is everyone doing today? Hopefully you're having an amazing night, an amazing week. It feels like the week just started. But hey, we're here. We don't miss. I got my guy in the building already. I got my guy, your car, in the building. How's it going, your car? How are you doing tonight? Tonight is Thursday, November 7th, 2024. Yes, it is. We're almost in December. We are almost in December. The year is flying by. We are almost at 2025. Look at that. So let's get to it. Let me just start off by saying hello to some of my friends who are in here early. I got Mr. Technique in the building. What's going on, your car?
I appreciate you.
And your car says we need some drill rap as our trailer music, as our welcome music. Well, your car, I'll see what I can do. I don't know if they have drill rap, but I'll see what I can do. Give me the idea and I will get it done for you. Your car, anything for you, your car. Let's get it. We have Alexis in the building. Says good evening. Good evening to you as well, Alexis. How are you doing on this beautiful Thursday night? I am excited to get to work tonight. Let's get to it. Alexa says she also had to take a water break. Wow. Hopefully you are very, very well hydrated.
We the best.
All right. So what is on our docket for tonight? Like I said earlier, we're going to continue working on the Urban Dictionary. We're going for economic data. We're going to be using the API layer. So, we're here to win. We are here to win. We don't miss. Your car, Does anybody say we don't miss? I might need a soundbite of we don't miss. All right. So let's get into our agenda. Your card says, have you ran into any cute girls? Oh, that's great. That's a great question. That is a great question. Alexis, have you? It says, your car says, to be fair, your car, Alexis was at the Jackson State game last weekend, so maybe she did. Let's see. It says, where is the homie Mitch? Where is Mitch? Maybe your car, maybe if I start doing this, we'll see.
Yo, my boy.
Maybe that'll bring him around. I don't know. Hopefully that's our Mitch symbol. Maybe that's our Mitch symbol that's going to have him come down and throw some more, some awesomeness on this stream. Alexa says, had an intense meeting, had to rehydrate. What? Oh my God, were you like at a CrossFit meeting or something? What's going on? My goodness, why do you need to rehydrate? My goodness. It says 80 says that you're going to have to. Is it? I thought he got it from somewhere, but we'll figure it out. We will figure it out. All right. But let's get into our agenda for today. All right. Let's get into our agenda. So first and foremost, like we always like to do, I gotta say a big thank you to all of the new subscribers. We're on our way to 1,800, on our way to 2,000, on our way to 10,000, on our way to 100,000, on our way to 1 million, on our way to 1 billion subscribers, right? But, step by step, we just do what we do. We do what we do. We don't miss. We don't change up for anybody because at the end of the day, like I always say, we do this for us to learn and for people to go along for the ride. So I just want to say a big thank you to all the new subscribers, the old subscribers, those who have been with me for a very long time, those who are new, those who watch from the clouds, maybe they watch the pre-records, those who are very active in the chat. I appreciate you all.
I appreciate you.
And as always, I have to say a big shout out and salute to all of my tech savages out there. Those are my tech barbarians, my tech prodigy, my technical explorers, all of those who sign up for the Patreon. I really appreciate you guys. And the work that you guys do is incredible. I'm telling you, my tech barbarians, they put in that work every single day. And always a big shout out to all of those YouTube members, my tech mercenaries holding down the YouTube side of the game.
We the best.
And of course, I always have to give I can never ever forget, shout out to the bag chasers.
Money.
And last but certainly not least, no longer the tech pookies, but the techniques out there. Shout out to all of my techniques out there.
Hey.
Until your car changes the name next week, he started with the tech pookies and he's like, oh, that has a negative connotation. Maybe I'll go over to the techniques, but whatever your car wants to name the group, I'm with it. I won't even charge you a name change fee. All right. We are with it. Your car. Shout out to your car and the techniques out there. Okay.
Hey.
All right. So let's jump in real quick. So do me a big favor though. Before we go any further, do me a big, let's just stop the show real quick. Do me a favor, like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you know every time that we go live and drop new content, as well as go to techcoachralph.dev, where you can become a tech barbarian, where we can work together one-on-one, give you some insightful information on how to level up in this tech game, as well as access to exclusive content, such as the Scrum Nights that me and my tech barbarians do, the sprint reviews, how to use your calendar effectively and efficiently, how to set it up so that you can be on top of your game, how to use LinkedIn, Glassdoor, AI, so that you can be prepared for your interviews, all right? That is techcoachralph.dev. Don't hesitate. Sign up today, all right? Now, let's jump into our live show schedule. So we have Sunday afternoons, we have Software Explorations, where we are currently working through DevOps. We were working on Firebase over the weekend. We're probably going to continue. Actually, no, we're going to be pivoting away from Firebase because it can't serve our needs without totally taking over our application. So we're going to be using some other products with Google to try to figure that out. We have our morning shows, Coffee and Kata, where we review the news as well as we do some mobile development through Flutter on our time cost calculator. So join us on Mondays and Wednesdays around 7:45-ish. And then we have Tuesday nights, our Q&A shows. We had a really good show on Tuesday night. We started a little bit earlier, but it was good, and we had it was good. You can go back and check that out, or you can wait for the clips that come out throughout the week. Thursday night, Software Explorations. We've been working on building out our app for our Urban Dictionary of Economic Data using React. So we're going to continue on that tonight, and then Saturday mornings, the show of the week. We have the Men Lie, Women Lie, Numbers Manipulate show. And that's where we review the weekly economic data, raw and uncut, to see how things are going down. And it says here, remember to mention Mitch in your car and the reason that I have to remember is because they co-host the show from the chat. They make the chat pop. They make the show lively. They are the reason that this show is still going on, because if it wasn't for Mitch in your car, I'd be like, I'm out of here. I am out of here. But no, they said the show must go on, and therefore the show goes on. So thank them. You better thank your car and Mitch, all right? Next up, we have our pre-recorded content. We have Monday's Candid Conversations, where we just have real talk. I tell you how I really feel about the way that I see things, and whether you agree or you disagree, it is what it is, all right? Wednesday, Software Explorations, Concept and Overviews. Yesterday, we spoke about full stack developer, mostly based on front end. And Fridays, we have the Bug Bite, where we review different industry-related bugs and things of that nature. And then we have, throughout the week, we have shorts as well as clips from the Q&A show that we make it in small, bite-sized, digestible pieces so that maybe you can hang out with me, your car, Mitch, Alexis, and everyone else on a Tuesday night because you're super busy. I put the clips out in small, 5 to 10 minute segments so that you can get all of that amazing information, all right?
We the best.
So that is our pre-recorded and our live show schedule for the week. So with all that information, that's why I implore you to like the video, share the video, and subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell, because with all that content, how are you going to know about it if you don't hit the notification bell, right? So that is the idea behind it all right? So we're going to get to work. Let me check the chat before we go any further, just to make sure we're up to date. Alexa says the JSU girls were not up to par for you. Standards are high for my good bro, your car. Well, that's awfully nice of you. That is awfully nice of you, your car. It says appreciate it. If you find one, let me know. Oh my goodness. It says he's the one that pushed me to change it. I said, stop the show. Sometimes we have to, oh my God, we got my guy, Rod Brown. I didn't get a chance to reply to Rod Brown. I'm gonna hit you up, Rod Brown. But Rod Brown is in the building, says, what up, everyone? How are you doing, Rod Brown? All right, cool. So we are good to go. We are good to get started with the show. All right. So let me just go over here and do that. There we go. Perfect. All right, let's get to it then. Let's get to the show. So I'm going to start our first 20-minute timer.
It's time to
And let's do a quick recap, right? Let me look at my agenda just to give you a quick recap of where we are at with this project. So we're building. So far we've built the API layer. We've set up the database. We've been using the Urban Dictionary of Economic Data on our Saturday morning streams. The reason we built it was to support the Saturday morning stream, so we didn't have to use our ghetto Google Doc that had we have to search it that way. So we built that out. So what we're looking to do is we're looking to continue adding more features to the API so that we can update the UI to do a bunch of stuff, right? So what we're going to do, we're going to get everything started. I shut it down. I didn't restart this computer, but I shut it down because I needed to clear some space up. So we're going to actually start things back up. So let's go over to here. And here's the thing, right? I was on a coaching call yesterday morning. What day is today? No. Yes. No. Yes, yesterday morning. I was on a coach call yesterday morning, and the person I was talking to, they were like wanting to learn Linux. They need to learn Linux, Docker, and stuff like that. I'm like, well, just start doing stuff, you know? And that's why I always show this, because building out all these different applications, I force myself to use Docker, which I don't really force myself because I love using Docker, as your card is going to tell you. I love using Docker. It makes my life so much easier. But now I get to practice it. I get to practice it with this. I get to practice with the time cost not the time cost calculator. I get to practice it with the quotes application. So just getting those reps in, and you start like getting really, really familiar with this. Like, I really want to use React a lot more often, building like just various APIs, just so it can start to become second nature and I don't have to always look it up and stuff like that. But let's go to Docker PS and see what we have running. We have all right, so we still have, this is up. That's our Mongo Docker container that's running. So let's go to CD WebStorm, and we're gonna go to, after WebStorm, we're gonna go to Urban Dictionary of Economic Data API, and we're gonna say, see, ls, list command, and this is how I'm practicing Linux, because ls to do a list command, and then we're gonna do node main dot, actually no, we don't want to do it on this one. We actually want to start this. We don't want to start this locally. We want to start this in here because we're going to be developing. So let's do, let me see, start this. And it says something. Okay, so we need to set up our parameter for, let's go to, we're going to set up a parameter for database connection. I should just set up all of these. This is all local information, so you're not going to get anything from these passwords anyways. So let's go here. We're going to do environment variable. So I'm setting it up inside of WebStorm so that I can run it from here and I can easily troubleshoot as necessary instead of running it from the command line. And nope. Let's see. Can I? What's this? Let me go here. This is too long to copy. And we're gonna go to edit here. And here's a cool thing about it. You also get to see a bunch of different ways that we use this stuff. Like, there's so many different ways of doing this. All right. And we need, I wonder if I can just copy this and edit. Nope. Let's do that. Delete all of this. All right, take that. So now we click OK and we say OK. And now if we run it, everything is started up and we are good to go. So now if we try to make a API request, so like, oh, I'll do this first. I'm gonna stop it. And now if we go, we're gonna do it both ways. You're gonna see when it's not running, we're gonna try to API request. It's not gonna work. And then we're gonna start it, and then you're gonna see it's gonna work, right? So let's go to get, and we do here. Right, so no response. It's not up and running. I'm not gonna share the screen again, but I'm gonna run it. And now when we do an API request, there we go. So the application is running inside of WebStorm, so we can also be able to troubleshoot all of that good stuff. All right. So we want to focus on, because I know last week we tried to mess with what's showing in the response, and we ran into some trouble. That's not the highest priority. Let's take a look at our Trello board, actually, so we can see where, let's organize our Trello board to see where we're at what we need to work on. Let's go here. Let's go to here. And let's see what we got. So we have handle when definitions not found. So we are working on, let's start working on our put command. We create delete method to, so we got this one done. We got the delete method done. Let's see, set up Firebase deployment. I'll figure that out on Sunday. Create UI pages, create patch method, sort definitions returned from database. All right, so we are working on create put method. So this one is, we're in doing for this one, right? We already got the delete done. Let's go to, all right, so let's go back over here. And we are going to open up this main file right here. And actually are we doing the patch? I thought we were doing the put. All right, let me update this on the board real quick. We're doing the patch. So how does the patch work, right? How does the patch work? So let's do this. So patch is, so let's do to do patch. And the way that patch works is you don't have to, patch is going to update a particular field instead of replacing the entire thing. All right. So that means, let's say, let's go like this. We're going to do this test. If I was being professional, I would actually write a unit test. And then when I, and do it like in TDD, where after I'd run it for it to fail, and then I'd write it for it to pass. But we're gonna be a little bit mischievous just because we are trying to continue to update and add features. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do a put command. So let's take gross domestic product, right? We're gonna do this ID over here, and we're gonna go here. We're gonna do a get, and we have, all right, so we have that. So the way that the put should work is if we were to copy this request, and let's say we say put, and we paste this in here. And let's say we only wanted to I keep saying put, but we're doing patch, right? Let's say we only wanted to update this definition, right? So we should be able to take out all of this. And take out as well all of that. And it should only update the definition, right? And why do we want to do that? Because let's say I don't like how all this stuff is bolded, right? So let's say we go to, I'm going to copy this and I'm going to paste it into the WYSIWYG editor. What you see is what you get. And I'm going to paste this right here, right? So let's say I don't like some of this formatting over here. So let's say instead, let's say I wanted this to be, let's say I wanted this to be like this, right? So let's say I want to change this bold right here to a italic, right? Why did that start renumbering? That's weird. So let's say we do bold that and italic that, bold that, italic that, bold that, italic that. I don't know why this started to renumber. Oh, there we go. There we go. Okay, so let's say we got that, right? So what if I want to change this way, and I don't know what that start does, but what in the world? I didn't know you could do that, where you can do a start thing over here. But there's something that's messing with it over here. Something's up with the WYSIWYG editor, but that's I see what it's that's so dumb. And that's why it's important to know HTML, because the WYSIWYG editor is doing it like all wrong. Let's see. Let's go to here. That is weird. Whatever. Let's say. It's gonna give me problems. What in the world is it doing? Let's go to. I don't know what this is doing. Guess I have to fix the HTML. Let me see if I go here and I go here. Does that make it better? Let me see. Nope. That's so that's dumb. All right, let's go to. Why is there a UL in here? That's for the top. Okay, that's for the top. Where is this one? Okay, so the top is all messed up. All right, so I'll fix that. Let's go to here, here, and let's go here. Oops. That is, oh my God. Guess I have to fix the HTML myself. For the time being, I'm just gonna remove these for now because I'm not gonna mess with this thing. What is this? All right, let's see if it is that. All right, cool. So let's compress that. And if I want to take this and I want to put it inside of here. And so now I'm going to send this request and it's going to fail, of course. Because it does not exist. And it's probably trying to do it, but it can't. And that's because when we go over here, we don't have anything in our patch command, right? It doesn't do anything. So here's what we're going to do. We are going to say, if a patch command comes in, let's just do a log. And we'll just say request body, right? Let's do that. So I'm going to stop the request over here and I'm going to send it again. I'm going to keep it on the screen. Let's see if anything comes in, right? And nothing is, I didn't want to do request body. Let's say hello. Right? So let's see if this comes in, right? Because we're doing patch. Let me abort that. So that's not, all right, let's see. So API, glossary, and then the ID. Let's see. So if we say, let's say, const dictionary entry ID is request params ID. And let's say we do just want to log it. All right, send it again. Oh, you know why? Because we have to restart it, that's why. Stop and rerun. And if I send it again, all right, so it's being logged. As you can see, it's being logged. But over here, nothing is happening because we're not handling it in any particular way, right? So what we also want to do is over here, because right now, all I'm doing is I know it's not sending anything, but I just want to log information that we have coming in. So let's do console dot log, and then we're gonna say, actually, let me do a const dictionary entry update request equals rec dot params or rec dot body, I guess. And we go to, so let's log both of these, all right? So we have to restart again. I wonder, we'll look for that once we'll look for that in a second. But now I'm gonna send it again. And now you have the request, you have the ID of what we need to update, and we have the part of the request that we need to update, right? So next up, we want to do, once we come back from break, we'll look up how to do like automatically refresh once a change is made, so we don't have to always stop and start. But for now, let's say we do, all right, so let's do const get entry, or let's start with update entry to, or let's say patch entry. Let's say update entry request, and that's going to equal await dictionary dot find by ID. And we do find by ID and update? That's a question. But remember, with the patch, we don't want to replace the whole entire thing. We just want to update part of it. So what we're gonna do some research, right? Let's say we did find by ID and update, right? And then we were to actually pass the ID, I guess. Let's do some research on that one, right? Let's do some research. So let's go over here and let's say mongoose find by ID and update. How does this one work? So it's going to find by ID and update is a function in mongoose. Is used to find a document by its ID and update with new data. It's a convenient method for performing an update operation based on the document's unique identifier, all in one atomic operation. This method is commonly used when you need to update a document and know its ID. So you pass ID, you pass the update that you want to make. But however, because if we just pass that, then it's just going to replace the whole entire document in Mongo with just that small definition, right? Which is not exactly what we want to do. We want to, if true creates a document, if it's not new, if set to true, returns the modified document rather than the original one. Defaults to false. What we need to do is we need to update just a particular field. Update an object containing the fields and values you want to update. So we don't want to update the entire thing. We just want to update a field, right? So let's search now how to update let me do google.com just so you can see my search. And this is how I search these.
Lunch break.
So when we come back, we'll do this, but this is how I figure out how to do this, right? I don't have right on the top of my mind, how am I going to do a patch command? What I'm going to do is I'm going to say like, all right, mongoose patch update just a field, right? A field value, right? And then I get my either, now that we have this Gemini thing, or I'm going to use Stack Overflow in order on how to do that, right? But it is break time. It is break time. So we are going to go to break. We are at break. We're going to check the chat and then have our 5-minute break, check the chat, and then we will continue. All right. I'm going to set the timer for 5 minutes. I'll check the chat first. Let me check the chat. All right. So we got my guy in the building. Telltale Woke, what's up, Telltale? How are you doing? Welcome to the show. What's going on? What's going on with you? I'm doing amazing. I am just, I'm at the top. I am at the top. I am winning. I am happy to have you here and all my friends, let's see. Yukari says, New York just announced they are ending the debit card program for migrants. They know Trump not funding that. My goodness. Oh my God. Things change so fast. Smokers left for a break 30 minutes ago. I'm telling you, those smoke breaks are something serious, Yukari. Those smoke breaks are something serious. All right, so let's get to a little. I want to remind you guys to stay focused. Stay focused on your goals. Stay focused on your mission. There's let me start the clock. Not that one. Hold on. Let's not do that one. Let me go to this timer. So, stay focused. A lot of times we can end up down rabbit holes and conversations and thoughts and ideas that they don't really mean, they're not really that meaningful or impactful to whatever it is that your goal is, to what you're doing, right? And you always have to remember, always got to pull yourself back to where is this leading me? And that's why I always highly recommend that you download the time cost calculator, because you get to put in there, all right, is what I'm doing, is it actually adding value or is it not adding value to my life, right? What are the I know some people like your car, they'll like to talk about anything, but I stay away from certain conversations because a lot of things become cult-like, and you just believe, what you want to believe in, what you're told or whatever sounds good, So that's why me personally, I don't talk about nutrition. I don't really talk about sports. I might make fun of some sports stuff, but I don't really talk about sports because do you watch certain NFL games and stuff like that? When people are they're painting their big old pot belly and stuff like that, I'm like, man, I can't do that. So I remember back in the days when the Heat, that is my team, right? When the LeBron eras and all that time, and even with the Golden State Warriors, I was like, oh my God, it was so good. I'm like, man, I haven't watched an NBA series, and I haven't watched an NBA game in I don't even know since when, right? Because I found other things to do, So I don't talk about what are the things that I don't generally talk about, right? Sports, nutrition, politics, religion, right? I don't talk about those things because people are from all over, and it's just not my area of care, not my forte. No, I won't say my forte, right? Because I might have a lot of information on it, but but it's not going. It doesn't add to my overall mission, right? So I just avoid stuff because it's not going to help me win. It is not going to help me win. And if you know,
the only thing I'm addicted to right now is winning.
I am addicted to winning, except in my jiu-jitsu competition. It is what it is. It is what it is, But I'm what are the things that I focus on? I'm all right, what am I focusing on? I'm focusing on this code, right? I'm focusing on learning. Uh, I focus on this code. I focus on learning new things. I'm focusing on DevOps. I'm focusing on like family stuff. You know, on our second break, I'm going to talk about an idea that my guy, my friend, Yakar gave me. And I'm like, all right, you know what? I'm going to figure out how to do it, because when we get to that second break, we'll talk about it, right? But I'm just like, I'm focusing on the things that actually matter to me, right? I always like, Mitch will say that I'm mean. Yakar won't say that I'm mean, but he'll be like, no, your car's pretty reasonable. But I will get on your car though. I do get on your car though, because I'm like, your car, you can't be like that. You can't be like having pity and stuff like that, because that's when they turn around and they bite you. That's when they turn around and they bite you. They don't know that you're actually trying to help. And people say, oh, you don't have any empathy. I'm like, I know. I never said that I did. I'm focused on the things that I can see, the things that are in the four walls of right now, the four walls of this studio. And then it goes out to the four walls of this house. And it goes out to the four walls, the virtual four walls of my house and my parents, and sometimes my wife's parents. Sometimes it depends. It depends if they're acting right. But I'm not.
Move on. Back to work. Chop chop. Let's go. Come on. Get a move on. Back to work. Back to work. Back to work.
I'm not the biggest empathetic person. Why is that? Right? See, I might have sympathy, but empathy, I know people, they're really big on empathy, but from what I understand of empathy, right? It's like putting yourself in the person's shoes. Or if they're in a hole, it's like you climb into that hole with them. But now, if I climb into the hole with them, now we're both trapped in a hole that we can't get out of. I am more of a sympathetic person. It's like, all right, cool. Well, how can we get you out of this hole, right? I can look down and see you in the hole. I'm like, okay, is there something that we can do? Do I have some rope that I can throw you to try to help you out of it? Do I have some suggestions? Can I go call somebody? Can I go find a ladder for you, right? But I am not going to climb down into a hole, especially if you jumped into the hole and now I have to jump into the hole with you. And now we're just two people stuck in a hole and there is no way out. Now I need somebody else to come and find some sympathy for me to help me get out of the hole, So that's why I'm like, I stay focused. If I can help, then I will help. But I stay focused. I stay focused to the things that are in my control and don't live off hope and change, right? I live off what work can we do so that we can win. That's me. That's why I'm always telling you guys, stay focused, stay focused, stay focused. Keep your eyes locked on your goals. I don't have time to infiltrate my mind with a bunch of different competing ideas and thoughts. I'm like, all right, what is the goal? When I'm driving, I put the GPS on. This is where we're headed to. I'm not going through the scenic route and everything like that. We are focused. We are winning. We are winning.
We the best.
All right. Wanted to share that. Just wanted to share that. All right. We are going to check the chat before we get back to our second segment of work. Let me see. Your car says, when people ask me about sports, I just say I don't watch sports. I hear you. Your car question. I'm going to tell you this, right? Where's Mitch? I almost very close, almost started playing video games. Almost. Why? I was listening to the Joe Rogan and Elon Musk, and they were talking about how video games can actually be helpful. And I was like, wow, your car, maybe that's why your car be on point all the time, But I was like, I can't do it. I'd rather like be coding and stuff like that. But in the last segment though, this might be considered, like when we get to our last break, this new thing I'm getting into might be considered, it's not a video game, but similar. But yeah, I mean, it has a controller and a joystick, But I hear you. Like, I don't I don't like to argue with people because you know how much effort it takes to tell to prove to somebody that they're wrong. Like, come on, like that. That's why, like, when I have to tell, like, when your car is wrong, I'm like, oh my god, I have to prove to your car that he's wrong. It's so draining. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it.
Do not come.
I'm just kidding. I don't prove your car wrong. Come on, your car is never wrong. All right. So, Chris says, I don't talk about these things with people either. I have to hear because I care about you guys. Oh my God. Aww. Thank you, Yakar. We care about you too. And then Yakar says, then Ralph starts to troll me because I care. Well, you know. I be trying to make God proud and his people just let me down. I'm like, I tried, y'all. It's a tough mission. It is a tough mission. He says, I told you. You're right. You see, and here's the thing, right? I have no problem when I'm wrong, right? I have no problem when I'm wrong. You know? And you guys might be onto something. I never took it that way. I think the reason that I have that perspective that I have is because I see the other side of like people who end up just remember that South Park episode where they're playing World of Warcraft and they were like just locked in the basement. They gained like 300 pounds, sweating all over the place. So, but I do see the hand-eye coordination and stuff like that. I agree. I do agree. I've seen that too. It says when your car is wrong. That's funny. Remember, Alexis, your car asked for it. All right. He asked for it. I wasn't gonna do it when he asked for it. I'm gonna update my because you know the season is over. I'm gonna update my laughs and everything like that. All right, but I have to work on that. All right. Anyways, let's get back to work. Enough fun. No more fun. All right. The time for fun is over. All right, it's over. So let's get to it. Let's go. All right. So here we are. So we're trying to update just that one particular thing, right? So to update a single field in Mongoose document using patch requests, you can use the find one and update. So here's an example. Let's see how they did it, right? So we have, assuming you have a Mongoose model named user, which we do, router patch. Okay, so update data. Let me see. Get the new email. And it's saying ID, filter by the ID. Okay. So use set to update. Oh, okay. That's actually pretty simple. That is actually pretty simple. Yeah, that's easy. Because if we just do set, so if you do the $ set to update only the specified fields and then return the updated document ID, that's pretty simple. So let's try that. Okay, let's try that. So, I mean, wow. I'm blown away. I probably did this in another project, but I don't remember it because I have too many things going on in my mind. So we're going to do, let's go here and we're going to say ID, and this is actually going to be the dictionary entry ID, and we're going to say to $ set, and it's going to be the dictionary entry update request, and we're going to say, oops, let's go to here, and then we're going to say new equals true. Okay. All right, so if we have that done, oh yeah, we're also going to search how to how to set it to automatically restart. So let's go back to here because I don't want to, every time we make a change, we need to stop it and rerun it. So Node.js restart on file change. Restart node upon changing a file. Let's go. So it would be npm install nodemun and then nodemun app.js. Okay, cool. So let's do that. And we are going to, let's check our package.json file. We don't have nodemon, so let's go ahead and go to our terminal. We're gonna do npm install -g nodemon. Have you know nodemon? All right, we got that. And we're gonna go stop this. We're going to update this current configuration. We are, oh shoot, let me see. Add new. Can I? All right, so always run into something. Let's try this. Let's see. WebStorm nodemon. How can I run nodemon from within WebStorm? All right, so we can do nodemon, node parameter. Gotcha. All right, so let's try that. Let's go to Node.js. Just edit this one that we're using. We are going to say node interpreter. We're going to add local. We're going to say USR or USR slash local slash bin slash node mon. No nodemon in there? No nodemon. Where are you, nodemon? Where is nodemon? Let's see. Let's see. Okay. So we would want to do, I don't see that in there either. So let's say we do okay. To run nodemon update, okay, but I don't want to. So let's do nodemon -v 3.17. Let's do, what's the command to locate? Nodemon. All right, let's do how to find nodemon install directory. It would be instead of using sudo, switched as root and then run. Shouldn't have to do that. Where does npm install global packages? Oh, sorry. It does it. App data. No, that's on Windows. USR local lib node modules. Let's try that. Edit. If we were to do USR local lib, no. Let me see. Try this again. Add local. USR, local lib. Oh, yeah, USR, local. Let's see, lib maybe. Where is it installed? Let's try that again. Let's go back over here. Let's see. It looks like a workaround. All right. Okay, there you go. All you need to do. All right, so there you go. Which node mon? So let's go back over here. And we do which node mon. There we go. Right about there. So we take that. We're going to go to over here. Let's going to go into here. And we say, okay. And now if we run it, look at that, starting with node mon. Have you know node mon? All right, there we go. So now every time we make a change, a little changey change, we should be good. So let's see if we, all right, so let's start up, do this. We're going to start up our front end, cd urban dictionary app. We're going to say, npm start. Yes, I would. All right, so we have our Urban Dictionary of Economic Data showing up, and we're going to go to gross and gross domestic product, and we have this here, right? And so right now we have it in bold. We are going to be looking for it to be not bold anymore and to be italicized after we make this update, all right? So, let's go over to this tab, and we're gonna try it out. We are gonna try it out, all right? Let's see what happens. Let's send that. Let's send that. And it's not going through yet, but there's a reason for that. There's a reason for that, right? All we did over here was do the update, right? But we haven't actually executed anything. So we're going to say, oops, we're gonna go over here. Let's close that. We're gonna say update request, and we're gonna say .exec. And then we're going to say, let's look at how we did it up here. Res.send update. All right. Or do we even need this exactly? Let me see. I'm not sure if we need this. Let's go like this, right? Let's just try it with this, right? And see what happens. So we go over here. It's going to restart. We're going to go back over here. We're going to say, your car, wait till I tell you what's coming tomorrow, what I ordered today to work on the project that I'm going to share in the second break, but it's going to be pretty cool, right? So let's go and do another send. Boom, look at that. Look at that. So now the definition is updated, right? But let's make sure, because everything is still here, right? Let's go and check out over here. Let's do a refresh. And it still looks the same. It's still, let's do a gross. Let's search, because I'm not too sure about the refreshes in React. Let's do another one. Let's go here. Let's scroll down. What? 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 Look at that. 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 So we have our nursing example, right? It is the nursing example is there's no example for it, right? So let me go and find an example. I don't know if this is gonna work though, right? Why is okay, I know why that's like that. Something with the HTML is making this like that, but let's not worry about that right now, right? Because guess what? We can update it. So we will do that. Let's go to let's go with see what we can do. Let me get a nursing example. I need a nurse. How does the gross domestic? Why should a nurse care about the gross domestic product? So let's see what ChatGPT says, and then we're going to try to update that. And we're going to copy that, and we're going to go into our HTML. We're going to paste that. Come on. All right, let's try that again. Let's go here, copy that. All right. And let's say we leave it as that, and we're going to clean. Why aren't you cleaning? Oh, clean, that's why. Clean. And let's take all these divs. Let's take all this out. And let's take all that out. Clean. Compress. So let's copy this. And we're going to go over here. And we are going to say, see, the problem with the examples, though, is that we don't have a particular, let's try this, examples. And let's go to and if we were to take this and paste it in here, and we say nursing, and now let's say we copy this right here into here, paste. I'm not sure if this is going to work, because if it's just going to add an additional one, or if it's going to, because we don't have any way to target this particular one right here to change this one. You know, there's no ID associated with it, which could be a problem. That could be a problem. Let me save this. Let me not lose this. Let's save this, because we might need to add that back. Let's see what happens with that. So let's say we go to, let's send that. Yep, exactly what I thought was going to happen, right? Because this doesn't have an ID to target it. So let's just add that back, but we'll have to consider that as well for the future. Because right now it's like either update all the examples or update none of them, which is not what we necessarily want to do. But for the time being, so we got it back, right? So if we go over here again, and we do gross, click on that, and we have our nursing example. But we need a better example for this. Let's see. Why should a dope house, or can you give me an example of GDP using a dope house? Let's get a better example. All right. See, they're trying to be politically correct now, and this is why they should not go for or they should go for profit, right? Because then they don't have to give me these, can you use the movie or the TV show The Wire to explain GDP? Gross domestic product. How about that? Let's use The Wire to explain GDP. And it's pretty good, actually. It's actually pretty good. I wish we had GDP this Saturday to use this. I think your car and Mitch would love this. Pretty long, but pretty good. All right, let's copy this. This is why you got to join us on Saturday mornings, because this is really good stuff. Let's go to let's do that. And we're going to go to clean this up. And this is something that we want to add to the front end so that we can actually be able to just drop what we want to add into a WYSIWYG editor and then be able to process it that way, right? So let's go and clean this up and let's get it compressed.
Lunch break! Lunch break!
And let's just finish this up real quick. Let's go to here and we'll say GDP example. Let's say gross or GDP The Wire edition. All right. Let's go ahead and update that. Ooh, there must be a quote in there somewhere. Let me see. Let's go to here. Oh, there we go. Yep. Let's escape that. And that's something that we're going to have to build into this as well to escape additional quotes. Let's see. Oh, come on. See how many in there? Oh my God. All right. So it's not that many. Let's escape this. Oops. Let's escape that. Let's escape that. And that. All right. So let's send that. Cool. There we go. And if we go back to here and we say gross, we search for that, and boom, bada bing, bada boom, we have our breakdown using The Wire. Perfect. All right. We are at break now. Very good stuff. Very, very good stuff. So once we get back, we're going to be using we're going to do the put command. So we have we also have to say if the ID is not valid, what should happen, all right? But Cool. So let's go to break, right? So let's go to check the chat. Let's check the chat. We got my guy in the building. We got Mitch in the building. What's going on, Mitch? What's happening? What's happening? Hey, Mitch. You want to know some good news? One of the people that I'm coaching, right? One of the people that I'm coaching, they want to move away from what they're working on to get into data. Yes. What's up, Mitch? Like you're a strong influence, man. You're a strong influence. You are a strong influence, Mitch. They want to move away from what they were working on to get into the data field of the game. We got my guy in the building, me, Mysify. What's good? What's happening?
We the best.
How's your roof? I remember you said that your speakers broke your roof. Yup. Me, Mysify's music is so loud. He's over there in Michigan, in Detroit area. I can hear his music from here. Yup, I can hear. I remember there was this one video he had where he had his music playing. He had like what, 812s or 810s in his trunk of his Escalade, I want to say. And it sounded good, but it was loud. It was loud. I'm just saying. Let's see. Your car celebrating our wins. You know how we do. Your car, they ain't believing us. You know they didn't believe in us, but we are here. We are winning. All right, so because you guys know, I always have to say.
The only thing I'm addicted to right now is winning.
Always addicted to winning. All right, so let's go to our second break time topic real quick, which this break time topic is totally a shout out and tribute to my guy, Yakar, right? Let's put over 5 minutes. So you guys know how when content creators, some more than others, when they don't realize that they're on mute and then they're talking like this. I know I muted on purpose. To give you an example, and then the chat is like, mute, you're on mute, you can't hear you. And then your car is gonna say, not your car, Mitch is gonna be like, we can't hear you, chump. I'm like, my bad. So your car shared this idea with me months ago. Like there should be some type of app that when you're on mute, there's a light that goes on or something like that. Kind of like, those on air, on live type stuff that can let you know when you're muted so you're not talking to nobody, You're talking about me that I do the same thing. I know I'm talking about myself, Mitch. I am one of the people who go on mute and start talking and babbling, and then you're like, you're on mute. Yeah. So, Ikar was like, well, we should create some type of app where it gives up a light that lets you know. So today I'm like, I was, doing something I shouldn't be. I was being mischievous and I was looking on Amazon for new tools, new features, new business expenses that I can use to enhance our production quality. And I saw from Stream Deck, from Elgato, a foot thing, a pedal where you can use your feet to control certain things. So for instance, I'm like, well, what if I use that to mute, and then when I'm muted, there is something that comes up on the screen that, like, I don't know, that something that takes over the screen in bright big letters that says you're on mute. That way I can see that, and then I can use the foot pedal to unmute myself. And this foot pedal, it has like 3 different, you can use it for like 3 different things from what I understand so far. So I can use it to, shout out to my guy, Mitch. That was a really, really good one. That was a good one, Mitch. I love it. I love that one. That was so good. Those baby feet. I gotta show this right now. I gotta show it right now. That's a good one. That's a good. Those baby feet can't reach. That's a very, very good one. And you might be right. You might be right. I might have to put it on a box or something. That was a good one. I love it. I love that one, Mitch. Nah, I'm messing. That was a good one. Anyways. But then like, yeah, so then you can use that for like the most common task, right? So like, let's say go to full screen or switch screen or something like that. And I'm trying to see if I can get it to work for the mute. So it's coming tomorrow. And so I'm going to try. So I was like, can I create my own plugin? Or I don't know. I got to figure something out because this interface that I'm using, it has an app, right? But the app, there's not a, so right now the app doesn't have a Stream Deck plugin. So I would want to use the app. So like when I mute it, because I can press the button right here to mute, but there's also an app that you can mute it from, which is going to also trigger the interface to mute. But I want it to be like with the Stream Deck where I can build something where I can say, all right, when I press this button, I want it to use the app for the interface to mute it and show up like a banner somewhere that tells me that I'm muted. I have to figure out how I want it to show up on the screen, but something that's going to always be on the screen that says like in big bright letters that you're on mute. And then when you unmute it, either goes away or it shows that I'm not muted, something like that, right? But when it's up, something is displaying saying that you are muted and to shut up and unmute yourself. Press the button and unmute yourself. I think that'd be really cool. I was also thinking about getting the thing on the screen or getting it to control a light or something. That's not the problem. The thing I'm trying to figure out right now is how to get Stream Deck to control, like to work with that app so that we don't have that problem.
Get a move on. Back to work. Chop, chop. Let's go. Come on. Get a move on. You're back to work. Back to work. Back to work.
So that is where we are at. Let me know what you think about that project. I think that'd be really helpful. And your car has connections to other people who have the same problem that I have, and maybe we can build something that we can share that in order to help the community not go and mute themselves and start speaking when they meant to not be doing that. Just trying to help each other out. Trying to help a brother out. I'm just saying. Let me know what you think about that idea. Let's get it. All right. Let me check the chat and then we will get back to work. Mitch, I'm thirsty. Oh. Let me plug up these headphones as well as the battery's dying in them. Multitasking over here. All right, so let me see. Mitch says, anybody see Rod Brown? I haven't forgot his little disrespect. What? Yeah, he was here earlier. He might be out and about right now though, but he was here earlier, I must say. Let's see, when we were looking for you and you couldn't be found, and because you do the same thing. I'm confused. I was including myself. I was bringing myself to the front of the congregation. Your car was trying to help me out, but we have other common interests, common people who have the same problems that I have. So we are. I'm trying to see if I can figure something out. People who use Stream Deck, maybe that can help them. Myself says my quarter panel is splitting too. My rear window is no longer sealed. It is hard out here. Mitch says he also called, not only chump, he also calls me weirdo, which is true. That is true. And I have to show this again. Those baby feet can't reach. That was a good one. That was a good one. Myself says I have 8-inch mids, 24 people, 24 6.5-inch mids, 16 tweeters. If you're not familiar with tweeters, those are the little small speakers that are used more for like the highs, to get those little vocals in there all nice, powered by 4 amplifiers. Yes, 4 amplifiers. Me myself, I would have been really, really good friends with somebody that I grew up with a long time ago because he was the king of stereo systems. He did my stereo system. Actually, and that's not even the one that I showed from IG the other day with like what he does with the cars. There was another one he put 4 12s in my Chevy Caprice, and then he had put like these 2 12s, but they were super powerful in my GTP coupe. I miss that car. I hate talking about that car because I miss it so much. Somebody with down here in South Florida, right? Somebody with no insurance, like they wrecked the car, and there was nothing I could do about it because I had down here in South Florida when you're young, all you have is PIPPD, and they wrecked the car, and that was my favorite car, Pontiac Grand Prix GTP Coupe, supercharged. Oh, love that car. Love that car. Mitch says, guess what? What? No, I care a lot. I love car audio systems. I just love all that stuff. I love all that stuff. Mitch was like, I'm playing. See, Mitch is not familiar. That's why Mitch is like, he took it back real quick. I'm just playing. Because if it was your car, if it was a Lexus, he would have let it ride. But he's not familiar with me myself, so he has to take it back real quick. Like, oh, I'm just kidding. Mimasha says, and 3 15-inch woofers powered by 30K amp. What is a 30K amp? You see? He got you, Mitch. He got you. Ad, Mitch. Mickey Mouse coming over tonight. Mitch, you ain't want that smoke. You did not want that smoke. It seems like it's the baby that Mitch didn't even know that he had. He didn't even know he had that one. Bruh. Mitch running around thinking he don't have any kids and going over to me my survivor's house. I don't have one that you know of, Mitch. But if I did, she wouldn't pay you any mind. Weird. That was a good one. That was a good one. Just added opaque filter to the screen when on mute. Oh, that might work. I gotta figure out how to do that, but that would be a good one. Yeah, I like that. You see, look at your car with the ideas. Don't pay him no mind. All right, if Mitch is like when you know how they say when you go to the park, don't feed the animals because they're just gonna keep coming back and you're gonna spoil them. If you ask him how you're a weirdo, then he's gonna feel all good because he's getting attention and stuff like that. He says, I'm not scared, but he's so silly. He be letting it ride on me. Right, Alexis? He was quick to say, I'm just playing. He hates me all weekend because I went to Jackson, Mississippi. I mean, that is on you though. That is on you. You should have been like, I'm at FAMU's homecoming, or I'm at Howard's homecoming. You said I went to Jackson State homecoming. You did that to yourself, Alexis. You did that to yourself. You see, Mitch is picking on somebody his own size. You see, he was like He quickly ran away from the weirdo comments. He's like, I'm not even gonna go for it. Anyways, let's get back to work. At least, all right. Alexis, how was the band? How was Jackson State's band? Were they good? Were they not good? I don't know anything about Jackson State except that Deion Sanders took the first midnight train out of Jackson State. So I'm just curious, do they at least have a good band? do they at least have a good band? I mean, they have to, right? Isn't that a requirement? I don't know. I could be wrong. Anyways, let's get back to work. Let's get back. Mitch says, whoever wants this work, they can come and get this work. You know, just saying. Do you want this work? Do you want this work?
Yo.
I'm just saying. Do you want that? Do you want this work or not? Do you want this work or not? All right. Like it says, the sonic boom of the South was good. I have absolutely zero idea what that means. I honestly, I don't have one iota of information on what that means. So if you want to help a brother out and give me a little bit more context of what the hell the sonic boom of the South is, it would be greatly, greatly appreciated. All right. That's hilarious. Anyways, all right, let's go. Enough fun. Let's get to our last segment. All right.
It's time to do.
All right. Let's get to. We have. You guys are too funny. I'm gonna save that for we get back. All right. So, what happens if we go to over here? And what if we were to say we change this to a 6, right? Let's do a get on a 6, right? It says 200 okay, which that's not good. We don't want a 200 okay on this. We're gonna fix this as well, which is probably, let's see if we do a patch though. And we do that. It also says a 200 okay, although there's absolutely nothing to update. So that's not good either. So what we're gonna do, we are going to say, actually no, let's go back over here. Because what if it's not found? We don't want to just say a 200 okay, we want it to a not found. So we're going to look at if it cannot update the user, then return a 404 user not found. And if it can, okay, cool. So I see what it's doing. So because, all right, so because this is here, right? Because this is here, it's gonna return this not found. But if it is found, like if it's not, if it can do it, then it's just gonna skip this if statement and it's gonna go over to this one, right? So let's go over to our code. And it's probably the same thing that we need to do to the add. So let's say if update, not this one. Oh yeah, it's that one. Update entity request, and we're gonna say return response. Yep, res dot status 404, and sorry, no. So we're gonna say sorry, we could not find the entry. Check again. Chump. Sincerely, Mitch. All right. And we're going to say 404. We cannot find the entry for. Let me change this to that. All right. And we're going to say the entry 4. And then we're going to say like that. We're going to say dictionary ID, just like that. All right. So Let's start over. And now we're going to go back to the other screen. We're going to send this request again. And we should get, if we did it correctly, we should get our error message, right? Let's go to 404 not found. Sorry, we could not find the entry for this right here. Check again, chump. Sincerely, Mitch. Look at that. You see, now Mitch is interacting with us in our, Mitch is interacting with us in, like, when you make a mistake, Mitch is going to call you a chump, all right? So there you go. There you go. Cool. Perfect. That is awesome. Let's go over to, so let's do the same thing while we're at it for a GET request, right? So if we do a GET and we do a send, it's going to tell us that everything is perfectly okay. And we do not want that. We do not want that.
Do not come.
All right. All right. I don't think I'm going to get rid of that one because that one is a pretty good one. All right. I'm just saying it's a pretty good one. I might keep that one. I might get rid of the laughs. Maybe. But I'm definitely going to get rid of this one.
I'm a knucklehead at times.
I'm definitely going to get rid of that one. All right. Let's see. So let's go over to our GET command. And we will do the same thing over here, right? Let's go over here. And we're going to say if get entry by ID is, if we can't find it, we're going to say return res dot status 404. And sorry, we could not find. Did I just copy the same one? You just copy the same one? Yeah, just copy the same one. However, this time we're going to say, instead of this one, we could not find, let me see, change that to this. We could not find weirdo. Sincerely. There we go. Perfect. Perfect. All right. So now, if we, I can't do it that way. Let's say we run that, and see, Marshall says, in what language are we coding? We are doing, we're doing JavaScript, doing Node with React and Express for our API. So let's go over here and let's do a GET. Look at that, look at that, look at that. We could not find the entry for that. Check again, weirdo. I'm gonna add something as well. Let's do a, let's do ID. I'm gonna add the ID to this response, and we're gonna say, actually, I can just do dictionary entry ID. Let's do that for both of them. So if we go here and here, let's go here. So now, once we go back over here, and if we send that again, we have our ID right here. We have our ID right here. Look at that. We change it to patch. We have our ID, and we have Mitch calling us a chump on this one, right? So when it's for patching, we're a chump. When it's for getting, it's a weirdo. All right, look at that. Let's get to it. So do one more time. Let's send that again. Perfect. Perfect. All right. So we might as well update the delete as well. Let's update the delete. we will say, because that was a question that we had, right? Should we do the same thing for delete? But because we're going to require authentication for our API, we can actually do if delete. We're going to say return, and we're going to say ID, and we're going to say message. And can we say and sorry, we cannot find the entry. Check again. Or say, let's say that was, can I add a wastebasket? That was trash. Check again. What's another mean thing that Mitch says to us? Give me what can I change chump to, Mitch? What is another mean thing that you say to us? Let's see. Oh yeah, check again. Let's go weirdo for now. All right, so we have that. Let's try that. Now, let's go back over here. Let's try to delete this that does not exist. And we're going to send that over. Look at that. It cannot find it. That's true. That is, I like that. It's going to be, I like that. Thank you, Alexis. Thank you. It says that was trash. Check again. So on my next error, I'm gonna put that in there. On my next error, I'm gonna put it. Oh, that's what y'all think of me. We are just quoting, like, right, Alexis? We're just quoting his words, are we not? It's just his words that we're quoting. There you go. You are the see, Mitch. You should know. Mitch, you know this. I might forget what I said 30 seconds ago, right? I might forget what I said 30 seconds. I might forget what I said 2 seconds ago. But we have Alexis in the building. She's a woman. She will not forget anything that you ever said in your entire life. All right? So keep that in mind. So now we're going to get, she's like a court reporter, right? She's like a court reporter. She's going to read back all the transcripts and says, Mitch said this, said that, said that, said that, said that. Says says he doesn't care, all of this stuff. And when I need it, I'm just going to call on the court reporter and she's just going to go, there you go. Here's your content. Shout out to Alexis. All right. So we got that taken care of. However, let's see. All right. So we got that. What if let's return good. All right, whatever. Let's not get off track. All right. Let's go to. So we got this done. Let's go and work on our put now. Let's work on our put while we have some time left. We only have 7 minutes left. Wow, time flew. Time flies when you are having fun, right? Let's see. We're gonna do. Hey, Mitch, I have a question for you, right? As I'm working on this, for the people that you say you stopped listening to because how they have no empathy, man, right? How they have no empathy, and you are the king of empathy. Are you gonna eventually leave here because I don't have any empathy? Like I used to watch Ralph, but he did it. He didn't. He kept changing my mind on the people, and I have to be for the people, Mitch. You know, is that what's gonna happen, Mitch? Is that what's going to happen? We got that to do taken care of. Where's that thing set up? I don't know where that is. But let's see. Which one in particular you don't like, Mitch? You don't have to say names, but you can describe the one in particular that you don't like. Let's do our patch command. So we're gonna do that. I love how what it turns out that PyCharm also has this autocomplete stuff if you have the paid version of it instead of the community version. So when I do make the jump to get the full suite for JetBrains products, my PyCharm should also be able to do this. Let's go to we have our patch. Let's do dictionary entry update request. I guess we could use the same thing on this one. And this time we're gonna do, let's do the console. And we're gonna say, oh, Rod Brown is back. And Mitch was looking for you, Rod Brown. Mitch was looking for you. He said, "Do you want to catch these hands?" Let's go. Let's continue with. All right, we're gonna do await. No, that's not. We're gonna do const. Update entry request equals await. And we're gonna say dictionary dot find an update. Should be the same thing, right? And we're gonna say, okay, we're gonna do ID. All right, we're gonna say set, but this time we're not gonna do this set right here with a dollar sign. We're gonna say set, right? So before we even do that, oh shoot, let me just comment this out real quick, right? Because before we even do that, we should go to this screen and go to the put command, right? Like we did last time. And we're gonna say, let's do a get first. And we're gonna change that back to 5. We're gonna do a get. We're going to copy this entire thing because with the put command, you have to replace the entire thing. You can't do partial. You have to replace the entire thing, right? So I would use the patch. Let's say there's a status to go from inactive to active or to disabled or something like that. I would use the patch for that. But if I want to update the whole thing, I'm going to go here and I'm going to say, I'm going to drop this whole thing in here. I'm going to remove ID because you don't send the ID when you're updating the whole thing. And I'm going to say, let's say we copy this here. We paste that. And I don't know why this is an H4. Let me see. Paragraph. Let's bold that. Oops. Why is that? That could just be a paragraph. All right, let's take that. So let's say we were to clean and we compress. We take that and we move that to over here. And let's see. we have that. So now we have this. Time is running out. Maybe we'll go a little bit over, but let's see. Let's say we send that as a put. And what do I have a 404 not found? Okay, cannot find put API. Perfect, right? So what we're gonna do, we're going to uncomment this out just so we can go through the same exact thing that we saw when we were doing the other one. So I'm gonna uncomment this out. And I'm just gonna send it. So I'm gonna send it. I'm not gonna switch screens. And oh, wait a second. I'm on patch. Oh, I used the wrong one. So put, right? Let's do here. Now on the other screen, like before, it's getting stuck, right? So we're going to continue. I'm going to uncomment all three of these. So at least now you'll be able to see in the console that it's going to, where are we here? In the console, let's do it again so you can see it. In the console, it is
Lunch break! Lunch break!
sending everything with the ID, right? So let's finish uncommenting everything else. So if we were to send it again, so before we do that, right? Before we even do that, let's go to over here and we look at here. We are going to see gross search. So you remember how this looks, right? You remember how this looks? We are going to go over here. We're going to send it again, right? And, all right, so it's not there yet. So now we are going to finish this off. We're going to say, all right, we're going to say, if entry request, we're going to say return. And we're going to say ID, dictionary ID, and then we're going to say message. And we're going to take this message right here. And we're going to say, we couldn't find, we're going to say, you're sick. Check again, chump, right? There we go. And if it does all work out, wait a second. This is this. This is that. Am I getting an error? Oh, that's why. That's why. All right, there we go. And if it does work, we're going to say send update request. All right, perfect. So let's go here. Start it over. And we're going to go back over here. We are going to send it. And this is, we got a 200. Okay, so the API says we are with it. We are in it to win it, all right? And we are going to go over to here and we're going to search. So remember how this looks, right? Remember how it looks? We're going to search gross. And looks the same. Why does it look the same? Why does that look the same? Why does it look the same? Let's see. Oh, I know. Wait, no, that's not why. Hold on. We did forget to add over here, new, true, right? But it should have still took though. Let's see, update. res.send update request. Should have took it. Let's see. Maybe we didn't. Maybe we didn't copy it and update it. Right? Let's see. Let's see. We have this here. We have it here. P. All right. Let's take that. Clean. Compress. Let's try that again. Let's try that again. All right. We're gonna go over here. We're gonna take this. We're gonna copy the whole thing, and we are going to say we are in it to win it. Let's send it again. And let's see. It's not updating it. Why is it not updating it? Dictionary request, body. Why is it not updating it? That's weird. Let's do a get request. Why is it not? All right, let's do this real quick. Let's do this real quick. Mongoose put is not updating. If your mongoose put requests aren't updating your data, consider the following incorrect query. Schema validation, middleware should work. Let me see. Let's look over here real quick. So we have this here. This is correct. A lot of bad HTML in there. But it should update it. Let me see. To return the updated document. Do we not need the set in this case? So if we were to do, let's say we take all this stuff out, right? So we take that out. We take that out. And we leave that, right? It shouldn't matter though, but you never know. Let's see. If we go to send it again. It's not updating it. That's so weird. Let me see. Oh, wait. I'm doing a get. Hold on. Let me do a put over here. And there we go. There we go. There we go. So it might have been that set thing. I don't know. I don't know. But let's take a look over here now. Before, right on time. Right on time. All right. Gross. We search. And look at that. Looks so much better now. So we have our put, our patch, our delete, our get all working as expected. Let me see. I don't think there's anything else in the API right now to do. So next week we're probably going to start to implement some more stuff on the front end. Maybe clean up some CSS. Maybe make Yakar and Mitch happy by making the layout look a little bit better. You know, maybe they'll tell us from the chat what they want to do. We'll see. We'll see. All right. But we're done for that for now. Let's get back to full screen. So Time's almost out, but I'll share this last thing with you. But let me check the chat real quick before we keep going. Let's see. There's a lot of chats
The sign
happening.
is real simple, B. It says wrap it up. Wrap that shit up, B.
Let's see. So Alexis informed me that boom of the sonic boom of the South is the name of the JSU band. Wow. The more you know. I had no idea. You know what? Before Deion Sanders went to Jackson State, I had no idea that was even a college, to be honest with you. But I do not follow colleges that closely, so that might be my shortcoming. Me Myself says Mitch doesn't want the smoke. He types a good game though. That, my friend, is a fact. 100% fact. And your car says Sonic Boom. I guess that's a thing that they do. We got my guy in the building, C. Marshall. What's good? What's good? What's good, C. Marshall? So happy to see you here. Always a pleasure when you are around. Let's see. Mitch says to me, myself, I'm yawning. Sigh. It's hard to go against you when it's a lose-lose. Everyone knows I'm better. So even when I win, I ultimately lose. However, although Mitch is my best friend, he does hold a lot of L's around here. You know, I'm just saying.
Bruh.
Better at what? Typing, sure. You got that. Oh my goodness. So C. Marshall was asking what language we were coding in, and I shared that. Yep, JavaScript. Says to Alexis, where is the party? Where the party at? Let's see. Your car says hit the like weirdos. That's a good question. That is a good question. Alexis says, are we friends again?
Do not come.
It's a good question. That's a good question. Before celebrating, Alexis, I would wait for an answer. Your car is helping me out. Says, you're trash. We got that one done. Says, I'm not here for the foolishness. That is another one that Mitch says. Mitch claims that he's nice. Mitch is identifying as nice right now. Okay. He says that we were sick. That is true. He does say that we were sick. All of us are sick. Yep. And he says, that's what y'all think of me. It is not what we think of you. That is how you express yourself. All right. I'm just saying. He says that we need to grow up. That is true. He does say that we need to grow up. And the car says, no, that's what you literally think. No, your car. I'm going to correct your car. Just a slightly correction. It is not what he thinks of us. It is what he tells us. I would say verbally, but that's what he writes to us every single stream, your car. It's not what he literally thinks of us. It's what he literally tells us, right? Just slight correction. She definitely forgets. I'm the one that doesn't forget. When I said that Alexis doesn't forget anything, anybody can make stories up. The one in particular I don't like, but you do it because you don't know any better. Rod Brown is back. He says, hello, Mitch. How you doing, Mitch? They both look alike, but the account guy, I'll say it like that. I got you. You don't like the account guy more. Okay, that's fair. He's like, nope. Mitch says to Rod Brown.
Do not come.
I'm being peaceful for once. I'm just saying, like, all right. I'm just saying, Rod Brown. I'm just saying. What you did to Mitch the other day, that's irredeemable, right? That is irredeemable. It is deplorable. You know, that troll job right there, that was deplorable. It was like a basket of deplorables, right? I'm just saying. And for that, you deserve a. I might even have to add that to my intro. You know, I'm just saying I'm gonna have to add that to my intro. It is possible. It is possible. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Let's go to here, and we're gonna go to here, and that was that this week or last week? It was last week actually, because we started earlier. Let's go. Let me just find it. I just have to find it real quick. It was so good. It was so good. I got time. So yeah, let's just do this real quick. That was the ultimate troll job right there. That was the ultimate troll job right there. Look at that. Look at that. That was good. That was classic. That was classic. I must say that was classic. I don't think you'll ever let it go. Of course, you throw rocks and then wonder why the person throws 10 back. And you know, do you guys, all right, here's a quick Saturday morning lesson, right? When you throw one rock and Mitch throws 10 back, that is Mitch putting a tariff on your rocks. I'm just saying. Says, you're right. Next time I'll throw a boulder. Right about Mitch says, just make sure you don't miss a jump. I have a gold medal in sharpshooting. I don't miss. We don't miss.
We the best.
Mitch just be at war with everybody. I need some creme brulee. These people making me sleepy. Oh my goodness. We putting Mitch to sleep. Well, happy we can help you go to sleep early. You know, you might need some extra sleep. You honestly remind me of a fire drill at school. You just say that's a good one. That is a good one. I like it. I like it. I like that one too. That was a good one. A brulee and wine party. Let's get it. Let's see. No wine. All right. Still flashing that watch. Ballin'. You see, I would use ballin', but you know, says, I have more quotes if you need more. As we build this stuff out, I might call on you. Grow up. That was the one, right? I have to change what I say. Let's see. We are not friends. Stop with the lie. I know we're not. I never say we're friends. You see, and if you guys notice, right? If you guys notice, Mitch has never said that we are not best friends. He only says that we are not friends, right? And I have not told a lie to this day. We are not friends. We are the bestest friends in the whole wide world. Ralph, you're sick. This is crazy. He loves terrorists. You saw how I had to give Saturday morning a promo. I had to bring Saturday. Thank you, Alexis. Best friends. All right. So as we wrap it up, I'm gonna share this real quick. You know, talking about things that add value to my life is. I was talking to your car about this the other day, right? Is how I'm trying to spend some more of my time. So I like drones. So I'm working on learning how to fly drones. So I just got a drone. My first experience with a drone was I got some drone somewhere. It was probably like defective. And then it just, within like the first 30 seconds, it just took off and we had to go and find it. And then I was like, I walked away from it and I'm like, but then I got brought back to it. I'm like, so, and anyways, before like earlier today, I got a new drone and I was messing around with it and, you know, trying to get familiar, trying to practice. So I'm going to try to practice like 15 to 30 minutes a day flying the drone so that I can get better at it. And then that also opens up more opportunities to, you know, more business opportunities, like learning new skills, new talents, and then passing those skills and passing that opportunity off to other people. You know, see, Mitch, because I take care of my people. But my people's circle is very, very small. So after I learn it, I'm like, all right, how can we pass this on? And I found a memory card. I put it in the drone, and I'm going to download the video so I can start figuring out, what to do with it. But I like it. And now my son saw me flying the drone. He's like, I want a drone too, but he's probably going to destroy it. So I'm going to find me a cheap drone for him so he can start getting familiar with that. Start him off young and go from there, right? Anyways, that is the thought for myself. Drones are like robots. I know Alexis and her kids her family are into robotics and stuff like that. So drones are kind of like robots as well, so we will see all of that. All right. Let's see. All right, let's wrap it up. Let's wrap it up today because we are already past our 2 hours, says Mitch says, I thought they were illegal. What? All right, Mitch, I'm gonna let you in a little secret, right? Down here in Florida, far, far, far away from the blue, New Jersey, New York, Massachusetts, all those places. Our laws are not as strict, I mean, we're not as laid back as Texas is, right? But we don't really worry about legalities and stuff like that. We don't even need a permit to conceal carry down here. I'm just saying, right? The reason we get permits down here is so that we don't have to have a waiting fee, a 3-day waiting time, right? We just get our permits and then we just hop on to a wherever and we get our toys right away, So legality, Florida, people barely have car insurance down here. So I'm just saying, all right? It says if it comes back, it's there to stay. And says my girls have a drone. Is it legal? Of course it's legal. Yes, it's legal. I mean, all right, to be serious though, right? With drones, if you have from my understanding, there's a weight to the drone that if it goes above a certain weight, then you have to register it with the FAA or something like that. And then you have to take a class and stuff like that. But if it's like one of those small light ones, it seems that it's all right. So, and there's a lot of opportunities that you can do with it. I thought it was, maybe it's not. It depends on the weight. He says, wow, so I might have to get a drone. It's fun. When you because this one, I was actually able to control it and it's working really good, has a good camera. I'm thinking of, what do you guys think? Should I upload videos for me learning, like when I'm learning how to use a drone? Should I upload videos onto the channel of what the drone recorded? Let me know what you think. Did you hear that before though, that it was illegal? I never heard that a drone was illegal in Florida at least, but I never really looked into it that much. So I don't know. And Alexa says, red state baby.
The only thing I'm addicted to right now is winning.
I'm just saying. All right. Anyways, gonna wrap it up. I am going to wrap it up. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I really, really, really appreciate all of you. Have a wonderful, wonderful night. You guys know, but we got,
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Is this not why you are here?
I'm very entertained. You know what entertains me? You know what entertains me the most? It's not you guys picking on Mitch, because it actually hurts me when you guys pick on Mitch, because that is my best friend. And I feel like a piece of my soul is being taken away when you guys pick on Mitch, right? I know he asked for it, but that's my empathy right there. That is my empathy. When you guys pick on Mitch, it destroys me. It destroys me. Like when you guys have signs that says nobody likes Mitch, that hurts. So I'm just saying, when you call him a keyboard warrior, that really hurts, So, but that's not what entertains. So that doesn't entertain me. What entertains me is when we figure things out. What entertains me is success. Yes, success entertains me. Winning entertains me. So remember, let's go out there and win. Let's go out there and be successful. And remember that yesterday's price is not today's price. today's price is not tomorrow's price because
One more thing. Price of the brick going up.
price of the brick is always going up. All right. To finish it off, Mitch says, red and blue, that's a gang. That's a fact. That is a fact. Do you not see how people are going crazy on TV and stuff and on the internet right now? Yes, it's definitely a gang. It is definitely a gang. And I'm here to watch it all play out while I'm eating my popcorn or steak, or we're hanging out with Alexis having creme brulee and wine as the world around us burned, right? Just saying. And it says, Mitch can handle his own. That is true. He can't handle his own. You'll catch these hands. And it says, Ralph, you're the ringleader. What? I have been nothing but supportive of my best friend. How could you say, you know what, Mitch? I don't like to use this for Mitch, but you get one of these.
How dare you?
Stop the gaslighting. You have some nerve. Yeah, you guys. Biden seems happy. He had a pep in his step, did he not? He had such a pep in his step. I'm just saying, he has a pep in his step. He looks refreshed. He looks refreshed. I'm just saying. I don't know. I could be wrong, but he does look refreshed, right? Anyways, we're gonna get out of here. We are going to get out of here. You guys have a wonderful, wonderful night. Remember, as my friend Darcel would say, he would say that I might not be the coach that you want, but I am the coach that you need.
Tech Coach Ralph, tough as nails, no disguise. Pushing limits, yeah, he's that kind of guy. At first it's harsh, the rules feel like chains, but trust the process, there's sunshine in the rains. He cracks the whip, but it's all in love. Results shining bright like stars above. Tech Coach Ralph, you light the way. Through sweat and tears, you help us play. With every lesson, we find our might. From morning grind to the stars at night. Days turn to weeks, skills sharp and fast. What once was a struggle now feels like a blast. Step by step, we rise and we glow. With Ralph in our corner, we're ready to show. Singing his praises, can't keep it inside. From hard ass to hero, he's our pride. Tech Coach Ralph, you light the way. Through sweat and tears, you help us play. With every lesson, we find our might. From morning grind to the stars at night. So here's to Ralph, the coach we need in this game of growth. He plants the seed. So here's to Ralph,